Control.
Stop
Sorry.
it.
Hi.
Hi. This isn't the start of this video.
Here it is.
not.
What up, Dan and Phil Games? How
Stop
do
ruining
they
my
do
intros.
it? Well, then you better stay on the ball.
Fine.
Otherwise, the ball is going to get smacked out of your hand.
I'm going to squish the ball and send it into oblivion.
And what we're playing today, Phil?
The game that's full of Dans, apparently, after our last episode. Guess the WikiHow.
Let's try and find some Phils here.
Yeah.
This is the game where you
feel
look
left out.
at some art. Some of it's good, some of it's a bit weird. And you have to guess what WikiHow article explaining how to do something is this.
Yeah.
Just based on the picture.
We're just going to dive straight in there.
If you're up for an adventure into some weird art and questions that people ask themselves at 4 AM when they Google stuff, you come to the right place. If you don't
Here
know
we
that,
are.
run.
Run away now.
fast. And here is a very creepy start.
I think this is two people in a cinema seat, and this is how to flirt on your first date. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Good.
saying.
Yes, how to get your nipples pierced. It's obviously that. It's like, hey.
Yes.
Can I just pierce your
No.
nip? How to fake pregnancy. Lightly stroke someone until they ovulate.
How to start a cult, or how to accept your boyfriend's interest in pornography.
It looks like they're
Wow.
saying, I don't want to, but I'm with you here.
Yeah.
Let's look at some latex.
Just because you like people dressing up in whale
But
suits.
what do you think?
I think it is. Oh no.
Already. I mean, how long have you been filming this? Like a minute? You already regret being here.
I do regret this.
Come on.
I think it might be how to fake a pregnancy.
Do you reckon?
I think this is the
it's like
faking of the
someone
pregnancy.
it's a gentle touch.
Yeah.
You're going with it.
It's when you're in primary school, you think if you just shake hands, you get pregnant from it. I think this is what happened.
And thus gloves were born.
Yeah.
Condoms for hands.
Oh! I was so close to choosing that.
Phil, so close yet so far.
Darn it.
Darn izzle. How to
Use your laser vision
Where
to kill
not
a woman.
to stare at somebody
That's
when
what
you're
it's gonna
that
be.
close to them. Okay.
Yeah.
Where to target if you're a vampire with really wide teeth.
Or long teeth.
What are you on about?
It's
Okay.
obviously going to be about pervy men not looking at women's boobs.
How to give someone a hickey. Yeah. Okay.
How to be good at knife fighting.
Yeah,
Maybe
that'd be
she's
good.
the
I mean,
assailant.
good at knife fighting. That's like a murder.
Yeah.
How to act like Sonic the Hedgehog. Gotta go fast into your love zones.
Love zones.
How to use French in conversations about
It's
mammals.
blatantly hickey. It's like, don't suck on her nose by accident. Suck on her neck.
Les vacances dernières, nous sommes allés à Afrique.
Azenu Hakuna
C'est
Matata.
une girafe.
Giraffe.
Et le lion.
It's the hickey one.
Are you saying that?
Suck
I think
on
it's
her
French.
neck. Don't suck on her nose.
Yes! Boom! We're all so glad and never suck on somebody's nose.
No.
I've never seen that, and I've
Don't
seen
do it.
a lot of things. All right, how to
That's an
submit a
interesting
drawing that needs improvement. That looks like when we tried to draw our scale sonars
It
the other
does.
week.
This is slightly
It looks
worse.
like she tried to apply bronzer and then she's still got it all over her
You don't know what
hand.
bronzer is.
Or maybe she was highlighting her face and then she was just like, how to wipe off highlighter.
I think it's gonna be
when
something-
you're doing your Spawn KKW beauty tutorial.
Something about fake tan.
How to get a boy to dance with you and then kiss you at the end in brackets middle school.
That's so specific.
A song by Fallout Boy.
Release the G note and then they'll cry into your
How
lips.
to talk to authority.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, because I don't have time for the law. Okay.
Maybe that's how to touch a girl. She doesn't want you to touch her, so she's like, bye, no thanks.
It sounds like that's at the end of the middle school.
I think that's
it's
at
like
the end
saying,
of it.
sorry,
Yeah.
but my waist is saved for Jesus.
Dance,
Goodbye.
dance.
Yes!
Two in a
Boom!
row.
We just knew it. We
Look at
felt
us
it.
go.
How to
Kill people.
turn up to a party cosplaying as the Ghostbusters when it didn't have a theme.
Is that a flamethrower or is that some kind of musical instrument? I can't really
That's
tell.
Grimes in 2 weeks.
Oh.
The flamethrower.
From
Okay,
Elon's
yeah.
cabinet.
How to write a comedy sketch. That's Tom Scar.
It
If
is.
it was, I'm Tom Scar writing a sketch about a girl. Girl walks into room, has gun.
Yeah.
There we go. How to show respect. Kneel or burn you! Okay,
Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
that would work.
I think it might be the
How to
motivating
motivate you.
themselves.
I mean, that would get you zazzed.
Night before an exam, just
Put on your Xbox Live headset.
rock out.
Your beauty pageant sash and a flamethrower.
I think
Hit
it-
the damn town.
I think it's motivate. I don't think this is a comedy sketch.
Or
right?
is it how to have a happy and spiritually
Nah.
fulfilled old age?
Nah, she's not old.
So you're saying,
Motivate. Mr. Motivator, remember him?
are you sure?
Purple shorts.
It's how to show respect.
What? How does that link to how to show respect? That doesn't
Don't know,
make sense.
Phil. You're just not cool enough to get it.
Fine.
What can I say? Next one.
Ooh, how to clap in a suit. That was my worst attempt at
Comedy
guessing.
by Phil.
Lol.
Subscribe for more. How to plan a Disney vacation. How to freak people out. Yeah, I mean, I'd freak out
That
if I
is
was
a way.
in a room with that many hands.
Maybe that would be a good way to freak people out. You could get all your friends together, pretend you don't know each other, then all dress the same, then just start clapping for no reason in a shop.
I mean, you even suggesting that's freaking me out, so that would work. How to date a stripper. Which one's the stripper?
Maybe they're clapping.
Obviously the one in the middle.
Yeah.
The one in the middle is the stripper, next to yellow t-shirt. Look at him.
Show
He's ready
me.
to go. Or yellow t-shirt's the stripper.
Yeah,
I think
he looks like the
that
stripper.
rips off and he's
Maybe
got the
that guy
glasses.
is dating the stripper, and that's what's happening.
Or is it how to start a best friends club?
I think these might be best friends.
We
in the
have
club.
a best friends club and it's just us. We have no other friends.
Let's do best friends club.
Really?
It's the one that makes the most sense.
I think it's freak people out.
Yes.
No! Good
You're
thing
right,
I'm
yeah.
wrong. It's psych. I didn't mean that.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay.
How
right.
to watch a horror film and then be scared of it?
If you're a spider trying to find the optimal place to descend onto somebody to ruin their evening, follow this line.
The Skyrim flashbacks.
Don't remind me of that. I'll just go on you right now, right? How to catch a cheating girlfriend, hide behind the couch. How to disappear like a ninja, behind the couch.
How to care for Euromastix lizards. Or how to watch a horror movie, which is what I said, which is what it will be. Yes, mate. Sign me up.
Damn it! I was really on Team Lizard there.
This
I
is
don't
the
know what
best.
to say.
I think we've just got 4 in a row. If we get this right, what is happening in this
Haven't we?
picture?
Okay, we'll come to that in a sec. Didn't we say, like, if we get 5, then we win?
Yeah.
But we never did it.
I
Like,
know,
we failed at
but
the
I think
time.
we're about to
Okay,
do
here
it.
we go. How to...
Make a lizard have sex with a mouse.
Get a start on Russian homunculus YouTube.
What
This
is
is my
going
favourite
on?
niche. How to succeed in a relationship with the perfect girl. I mean, look at that mouse.
Oh,
Got the curves,
right.
thick and juicy. How to feed a snake.
That's not a snake.
No, but you might be feeding the mouse to the snake.
But what's the
That
lizard
is something
doing?
that you buy
What?
to feed snakes.
But what's the lizard?
I don't know, maybe the snake eats lizards, like in that episode of Planet Earth.
Oh, yeah.
Where the lizard was running away. So if you've got a mouse, but
And
your
a
snake
lizard.
doesn't like the mouse, then you just buy a leopard gecko,
Yeah.
and you just like rub it on the mouse, and the mouse smells like lizard, and then you put it in the tank. and
Like
then
when your
snack
mum
time.
used to
Right.
hide carrots inside other
Whoa,
things.
whoa, wait a minute. It could be how to make friends. Rub together.
rub your
Or
friends together.
How to dance emo.
Just rub your
No one
animals together.
understands me. I want to talk to a boy and then dance with them and then say goodbye because I'm protecting my join for Jesus in middle school.
It's feed a snake. Let's just say it.
What were you saying about hiding carrots? Do I want you to finish
Do you know?
that?
No, when your mum was trying to make you
Your
eat
mum had a
healthily-
game where she used to hide carrots somewhere?
No, little pieces of carrots. So if you're eating like some chicken nuggets, they could just like chop little healthy bits into the food, and you wouldn't know
What
you're eating
sick
it.
freak would hide a carrot inside a chicken nugget?
Exactly.
You scare me.
But that's
Catherine.
what she did.
How to feed a snake. Boo!
Yes! 5 out of 5. Give me those fingers. Yes!
Okay, firstly, don't say that. Secondly, you just high-fived me so hard, you made me slap myself.
Did I? Can
Yes.
we see a slow-mo?
Alright.
How to talk to a child.
How to not have improved at drawing when you're 80.
How is Pokemon
A child? You think that's a child?
That is a child.
That is an old lady.
That
That
is-
is Carol from The Walking
That is
Dead.
Blake's a child.
That is Steve
That's an 8-year-old.
Buscemi's child.
No.
How to not get arrested while skateboarding. F the popo, Ollie. Right.
How to make your
how to-
girlfriend want to have sex with you. How to say some common phrases in Esperanto.
Esperanto.
And how to get over a crush on your best friend.
What? This is impossible.
That doesn't
right,
match.
okay.
I think it's the common phrases in Esperanto, because he's like, I know a phrase. Do you want to know a phrase?
What's Esperanto, Phil?
I don't know.
Esperanto, don't know. Who's to say that old people can't have crushes on their best friends?
She's 6.
Yes! Oh
6
my
for 6,
god,
hit
kings
that.
of knowledge and life.
Now this is some art.
This is
Those teeth
like
took a whole
how
week.
to chill when you're not getting paid enough to spend this much time doing the WikiHow Article.
This looks like he's either said a really funny joke or he's being
I think he's
teased.
scared.
He's
I think
being-
he's scared.
This is a...
He's tiny.
Interrogation.
And this is Attack on Titan, and she's about to go. How to be polite in Norway looks very Nordic.
It does, they're quite blonde.
How to kick out a dangerous roommate. Like, you keep putting poison in the casserole.
Time
Please
to
leave.
go. How to know warning signs before becoming abusive. Or how to be an airhead. I think it's going to be Norway. I don't know how to be polite in Norway. Maybe learn some of the language.
Or are they being mean to him? And it's how to know if your friends are being abusive to him.
I think he is the dangerous roommate. I think it's either Norway or roommate.
And it's not how to be an airhead.
No, Norwegian roommate. Norway, roommate.
Phil, this is the best we've ever done at
Look,
this game.
don't put it on me. What do you think it is?
This is all on you.
Roommate. Roommate, please.
Ah!
It was a good streak though.
It was a good streak, but There comes a time in every streaker's career
When
where
they
you
need
get
to
tackled by the security
stop.
and dragged out of a stadium with your wang between your legs.
No one wants to see that.
This is the last one. This is the last one, okay?
I like
I'm
this
done.
one.
I'm ready to leave. The end.
I want to
This is
join
it.
these guys.
What the hell? How to fix your digestion
Humanely kill a fish.
just by showing it this image, which is so cursed, the fish will kill itself
It will.
out of grief.
Freak people out or visit Laguna Beach. I think they're on Laguna Beach having a great time at a party at New Year's Eve.
Isn't it how to freak people out? Put a fucking trifle on your head.
No, it's Laguna Beach. They're
And it's
so
not
happy to
freaking
be
people
there.
out with his weird outfit.
Alright, fine. I
He's
got
wearing
one
that
wrong.
Gen Z. No. Phil is making his decision.
Yeah!
Ow! Yes. Okay.
Woo.
Peaked.
Done it. Stop.
Peaked in life.
Cancel.
Stop. Then fun had over now.
Can
Bye.
I just say, where was the Phil? There's been so many Dans in the last video. We wanted one Phil at least, and we didn't get any.
Well, it's either two things. One, it's just that you are so unique and amazing that no art could ever capture your essence.
I know something mean's coming.
Or that I am just so boring
You're
and
generic.
regular looking as a white guy with brown hair.
That's
That
why.
I just look like
I guess that
any
could be me.
random first world depiction of a default human.
Yeah, maybe he's hiding the quiff behind that. So, we could just call this Why Isn't Phil in This Game as the sequel to the other one.
Let's think about that. It's fine. It was pretty good. And that was another episode of Guess the WikiHow.
I love this game. I don't know
you
why.
feel more cultural?
Give
and
us-
like you understand humanity more.
Thumb us hard if you want to see it again. You can also subscribe to our channels, watch the last video.
And if you're in America, come see us on tour because
Yeah.
we're coming to the USA. I'm sorry for that.
America.
F yeah. Bye.
Bye.